I believe this is the part where I say, I told you so.
But King Kai, I don't understand.
You can't beat him.
Sure I can. I'll just train harder than ever.
No, Goku. You can overcome any limit put in front of you, but his power has no limit. Even if you somehow found the power to surpass him, you wouldn't have anything left to aspire to. Do you truly want that?
Nah, sounds boring.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Well, Nightmare wields more power than Guts. This is what Guts does every single day. He gets the shit kicked out of him trying to defeat gods and demons leagues above his abilities and still prevails.
It's true, all his life.
I mean, this guy lives in a world where giant monsters are trying to kill you, eat you, rape you, or all three at the same time. And that's just Monday.
It's true. All his life, Guts has had the odds stacked against him, and yet he's still kicking while everything else is dead. And it's not like Soul Edge was going to have any luck tempting Guts into picking it up and turning into another Nightmare. Not only has Guts dealt with enough demonic shit to know that's a bad idea, he really loves that Dragon Slayer. He's not giving that up for anything.
You serious?
Actually, that's not canon. Let's just say I know the right people. With this continuity jam, I can rewrite anything I think needs fixing. I could stop Hitler from being born, rewrite the Star Wars prequels, or even make you take off that mask. No! Stop it! No!
This is over.
Torches and pitchforks down! Before you start raging, please hear us out on this one, alright?
Goku is incredibly powerful, a skilled warrior, and a great character. But Superman is on a completely different level, one which really doesn't belong in versus matches like these. Sure, due to the writing style of Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan God Goku's exact limits are difficult to pinpoint. Also, Goku will likely achieve a new form in the future. It's just how Dragon Ball works nowadays. However, none of that is really a factor. Goku will always have limits, while Superman's maximum potential is limitless.
Don't believe us? Well, strap in, boys and girls. Let's look at how Superman breaks reality. One day, Superman was hanging out near Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation.
For the record, that's 25 light years from Earth, or 147 trillion miles.
Naturally, a crisis occurred on Earth, so Superman's photographer buddy Jimmy activated his signal watch, calling for Superman's aid. And Superman arrived in a matter of minutes!
Being a comic book, the time Superman took getting to Earth is unspecified. However, the comic never mentioned or implied any large time lapse, and he arrived as the battle was ending. Even if we seriously lowballed this feat to taking 10 minutes, Superman would be traveling over 800 trillion miles per hour, over 1,000,000 times the speed of light. But more impressively, Jimmy's signal watch operates by emitting a high-frequency sound only Superman can hear. Which means Superman heard the signal in the vacuum of space 25 light years away. That is physically impossible. Except for Superman.
Oh, you aren't impossible? How about the time he lifted Spectre off the ground? A guy literally made up of eternity. No, not insane enough for you? Well then, how about the time Superman lifted a book of infinite pages? That's right, Superman lifted both eternity and infinity.
Though he did have some help from Wonder Woman and Shazam.
Hey Wiz, what's half of infinity? Infinity!
With infinite pages, which I've debunked, but basically the lowdown is Superman didn't lift the Spectre at all. Like, they literally tried to lift him, and they had the help of Green Lantern, by the way. They didn't. They tried to lift him, and they failed. They didn't lift him. So even if he was infinite, he didn't get picked up. So I don't know where they're going with that. So crashing to the earth, no effect. He's not infinite weight, and Superman never lifted him. For the infinite book, he never lifted that either. So I don't know why they're using that.
All right, and also not to mention, if Superman has, infinite lifting potential, why does he need help from, Justice League to, like, carry planets? Like, he's been shown to struggle with lifting planets. Like,
pissing himself lifting these planets. Yeah, he's supposed to have infinite strength. Like, yeah, right. And what's with the fucking strength shit anyway? Since when did lifting strength equate to striking strength anyway?
Doesn't at all.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Regardless, they have limits in their own strength, so while they were lifting a specific set part for each load, Superman was lifting everything else, which literally means everything else. Really, Wonder Woman and Shazam didn't even need to be there.
Superman's held a black hole, survived an explosion equal to 50 supernovas, flew through the center of a red sun, which is like tanking millions of nukes rapid fire, and once easily absorbed enough solar energy to vaporize half a galaxy. And to put an end to the Wizards magazine argument, here he is getting thrown from orbit into Earth with enough force to devastate the planet and cause nuclear winter. Oh look, he stood up moments later, more pissed off than hurt. Oh, and by the way, none of this was pre-crisis.
Believe us, we know none of this makes any logical sense.
And hey, it's not our fault. These writers just keep making Superman the most impossibly OP guy ever.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
And that is where Superman breaks this matchup. His world just doesn't fit the same mold.
Superman is an all-powerful being who is only weak to alien radiation and supernatural magic. He is not meant to be relatable. He is not meant to lose. While Goku's story is one of a man trying to be the best warrior he can be, Superman's is the story of a god trying to live amongst men. It's not about if he loses a fight, but whether or not he's doing the right thing. That's why he stands for truth, justice, and freedom. That's why he doesn't wear a mask. That's why he's called the Superman.
But hey, we know some of you out there have some questions, so let's knock them out of the park right now.
Technically, if Goku could find a way to draw energy across multiverses, his Spirit Bomb could possibly achieve the kind of limitless power to match Superman. But not only would that take way too long to charge, providing Superman with plenty of time to kill him thousands of times over, the Spirit Bomb does not hurt anyone pure of heart, like Superman.
Go on! You have to bounce it back! If you don't have any evil in you, you'll be okay.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was about on par with Golden Frieza. When asked about Golden Frieza's power level at a panel, Frieza's voice actor said that since Frieza was a nice guy, it's probably 100 quintillion. Which is a pun, because power levels are nothing more than a big joke.
Superman has been beaten in battle before, when he was still learning. Saying Superman should lose because he lost to Doomsday is the equivalent of saying Goku should lose because he was one-shot by Raditz. We are looking at these characters at their maximum potential, not from some random point in their timelines.
Goku may have divine ki now, but it's still ki, not magic.
Ki may be spiritual in nature, but it's still a natural source of living energy even Superman possesses. In fact, Dragon Ball emphasizes a clear difference between ki and magic.
And if Goku did destroy the sun or the planet, he can't survive in the vacuum of space. Superman can and could always just fly to another yellow sun, or even a blue one, which boosts his powers even faster.
Ultimately, Goku versus Superman comes down to a difference of limits and purpose. What happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against a being with no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give at all. But that's exactly what makes him such a memorable character.
Think about it. If you had a Goku that was as powerful as Superman, would you even want him?
The winner is Superman.
Fucking Superman.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
And was strong enough to overcome Ulquiorra, who's powerful enough to nuke a city. Las Noches is square in shape and takes 3 days to walk from one corner to a gate in the center of the wall. So it has a total area of 200,000 square miles.
That's bigger than California, and destroying it in one go needs over 400,000 megatons of TNT.
So, Screw Attack's argument isn't even consistent within itself.
Ah, that's it. Honey bun, we're good to go.
Basically, to start things off, they say that Jotaro punches Diamond. They say Jotaro has 3 million tons of attack potency, and that Kenshiro should destroy Jotaro because Kenshiro tanks 1,000 tons of a building level falling on him. I don't know if you know this or not, Screw Attack, or what's his name, Nick, the researcher that made these arguments, but 3 million is a lot larger than 1,000 by a pretty substantial margin. I don't know I don't know how much I need to point that out. And then they also said 100 punches in a few seconds for Kenshiro. Now, you'll notice throughout the video, they kind of avoided talking about Kenshiro's speed, and they did it for good reason. I'm going to get more of that later, but 100 punches in a few seconds for Kenshiro, and Jotaro is arguably Lightspeed with Star Platinum, and they say he's arguably Lightspeed using Zawordo, even though Zawordo is not what Jotaro used to fight Silver Chariot or Polnareff the first time. So that argument is weird. But basically what you have here is 3 million tons versus 1,000 tons. Arguably Lightspeed versus arguably Mach. Yet the one that's almost thousands of times weaker and millions, possibly billions of times slower, if not far more, wins due to pure combat headcanon. So Screw Attack's argument isn't even consistent within itself. Like, I can understand, like, oh, Seth, you know, not everybody knows about all this scaling, blah, 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 but you should at least be, like, mentally consistent within your own argument. Like, how are you going to tell me 5 is greater than 3? Like, it's just, once you make up your own calcs, I get it, you make up your own calcs, but you should still realize that one number is larger than another, and it needs to explaining, right? That doesn't make any sense, but...
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Tailed beasts at once. Lift a statue weighing several hundred tons.
How do you function?
Oh, and he's also part Fullbringer, but nobody cares about Fullbringers.
And according to the official databook, while in Bankai, Ichigo moves like lightning.
No! No! Fucking no! And furthermore, what?
And the data book says that Ichigo has godlike lightning type speed, which is meant to be impressive, yet in that same fight, Byakuya is whipping out lightning based Kido in their battle. It's clearly like some Bible tier wording to hype up Ichigo's transformation. You know how they like to use the words godlike or holy or unlimited, heavenly, words like that, right? They use a lot of those words in old books and old mythology, or even books about religion and things like that. It's not meant to be taken literally, but people still whip out that dusty ass databook scan and try to say, well, the databooks say here that let me just scroll over to the page. Like lightning, Ichigo presses Byakuya with godlike speed and attacks him at close range. Therefore, well, we can assume and substantiate from that statement that Ichigo is only the speed of a lightning bolt. Like, do you guys understand how silly that is?
That's like Ichigo surviving 54 little boys to the face. No. I meant the bomb from 1945. Not the. Oh God.
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
Hey, funny guy. I got a joke for you. What smells rotten and puts people to sleep?
Noxious gas?
No, your act.
To getting onto like the proper debunk, just kind of outside of their own stupidity. They claim that diamonds give Jotaro 3 million tons of force. I don't know where they got this video from of like this hydraulic press pressing a diamond. I've looked everywhere for videos on this, and most of these videos are fake because I hate to break it to you, but the largest diamonds in the world are like basically hand-sized. So if this diamond is legit that big, that diamond's worth like millions of dollars and would be like almost priceless, especially because it's perfectly cut as well. So not only did this, you know, video get the largest one of the largest diamonds on the planet, it was a perfectly cut largest diamond on the planet, and then they just squished it for science. So I don't know if I need to explain why why I'm skeptical about that, and I'd like to see a source. Also,
Hey, broke it.
but as you can see, this grown old man clearly has millions of tons of attack potency because he's breaking this diamond with a hammer. Diamonds are very scratch resistant, but they are also extremely brittle, so they can be crushed or dismantled relatively easily. I thought that was like middle school knowledge, but...
What's that, like Mexican hell?
Well, there is a wall.
Ha-ha!
Wow! How original!
Quit running, coward! Comparing them directly, Ichigo's best reaction should clock in at around 970 million miles per hour, 40% faster than light speed and Naruto's reaction time. Alright, point for Ichigo!
Memory loss! Here's another Resident Evil trope that we must repeat and only half remember.
Screw you, bastard!
When comparing the trainers, Red's bond with Charizard was strong enough to Mega Evolve, but like most Pokemon, their relationship is still one of master and, well...
Slave, come on, you know it's true. I know there's the bond of friendship and whatever, but when Red's through with Charizard, it's back to the tiny spherical prison.
Tai and Agumon, on the other hand, are best friends on equal footing.
What the hell was that?
KO! But Wiz, weren't Kaguya and you Waka Waka Planet Busters? Don't they scale to them?
Nope.
Yes, again. How many times must you fail?
Gotcha.
That's how it's done.
Fuck that. The death battle was retarded. Okay. It was like they didn't even try to scale the characters and show you how strong they were. They're just like, Gaara's pretty tough. Wow, Toph is pretty tough too. But I don't know. I just think that Toph can fight better. And since Gaara, you know, he uses the earth and like Toph like manipulates the earth, like she would just manipulate his earth and she would totally win, bro. Like that was the whole fucking battle, bro. Like it's like it was like the equivalent, right? You take Batman, okay, take off his fucking clothes, like he's naked, right? Throw in Goku, throw him into a ring. Goku's naked too. Goku goes Super Saiyan God 18 and a half and just got his mystic potential unlocked. And Batman is no prep time, didn't see this coming, has no tools. He has to fight Goku, right? Goku has the same stats, and Batman has the same stats. Screw Attack is basically saying, well, I don't know, Goku's pretty tough. I think Batman knows what he's doing. Batman knows a lot of martial arts, and so does Goku, but Batman knows more martial arts, so I think he would probably beat Goku. Like that was the equivalent of this fucking shitstorm of a video. Like, I don't think there's really anything else to be said. So, a good example of why Toph couldn't control Gaara's sand if it was alive. Hey, you can't control something if it's alive. That's why waterbenders can't control blood, and you need to be specially trained as like a blood bender, and the fucking full moon needs to be out, and your grandma needs to be on her fucking period or something, bro, to work. All right, it's just there needs to be a lot of prerequisites to control living matter. It's like why you don't really see, you know, benders controlling people. It's because you can't control really living tissue, and it's also or anything that's alive.
Gaara couldn't stand up to Toph. I know you're floored. I really ground that one in, didn't I? What can I say? It's my earthly delight.
The winner is Toph Beifong. Fast and tough, but Tracer's unique arsenal and evasiveness pulled her ahead.
Scout's greatest feat was potentially surviving an assault from 3 rockets at once. However, the rocket's point of impact is never directly shown.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! That's ridiculous! Like, what?
I set this up while you were playing Roadkill. Funny how time travel works.
Oh, hey! I can do that too!
Let's see if you can keep up with this!
Ugh. Did I just explode?
What in the world? Like that?
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, luckily her aura is durable enough to take a punch that shattered a concrete pillar about 4 feet wide, a feat which requires at least 1,400 tons of force.
How do you function?
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's Hero Time.
Ew, I stepped in loser. Oh, it hurts to laugh. Don't ask.